Hey everybody, Jeremy here. So today in front of me, I have the Click and Grow Smart Garden 9. This is a hydroponic indoor countertop growing system that allows you to grow things such as fruits, vegetables, herbs, or flowers easily on your countertop. Now, even though this is the 9-pod model, they also sell versions as small as 3 pods. And then I also saw another one as massive as 51 pods. It's like a wall unit that you can put in your house. But we're just going to worry about this 9-pod version now. So I do have to thank Click and Grow for sending this over to me so that I can give you my honest opinion and review on this. And in this video, I'm going to take everything out of the box, assemble it, show you how it works, and I'm going to plant my first 9 pods in here. Now, what sets this apart from some of the other countertop hydroponic growing systems that you've probably already seen before is the ease of use that this particular model and Click and Grow in general promises to have. So for example, you don't have to worry about feeding schedules for nutrients. You don't have to come back every couple of weeks and adding a specific amount of nutrients to a water tank, because the soil pods that they include with these Click and Grow units are already densely packed with nutrients. So the only thing that you have to do is put those pods in the unit and then put water in the unit, and that's it. All you have to do is just make sure it's topped up with water whenever it needs to have water in it, and then you just sit back and watch the plants grow. And that convenience can be really, really beneficial to a lot of people. So the plants that I'm going to be starting off with here are going to be dwarf peas. And then also I've got some wild strawberries. And then I'm also going to be planting tomatoes, but right here on the table, this is curly parsley. Now this one already comes with some of these packs already included, but I really want to try the strawberries and the dwarf peas because those are a couple of things that you just don't see being really promoted with hydroponic growing systems, because growing strawberries in particular can be pretty difficult in this way. All right, so let's open up this box and let's put everything together. All right. Oh, wow, look at that. I'm already impressed with the way that this looks. So like I said, it already comes with 3 of these pods already inside of the box. The first one is going to be for basil right here. And then the second one is going to be for mini tomatoes. These are going to be red mini tomatoes, but then I know that if they don't have the red ones, then you'll get yellow ones instead. And then last but not least, we've got green lettuce. A few things that are just really known to grow easily in hydroponic systems. All right, so the first things we have here is this light bar. Oh, look at that. That is pretty long. And then also in this compartment, we have some of these grow domes, which are very important because it helps to create like a greenhouse effect. If you've done hydroponic stuff before, you know that you put those on when you first plant your plants, and then once they get close to these domes, you take them off. So it just really helps them to get a jump start on life. And then we have these other 2 lamp arms that go on either side of the unit so that the big light bar will be able to attach to it. So that's everything in this part of the box. And now here is the Click and Grow unit. And then of course there's some instructions inside of the box as well. Instructions right here, very well put together. I am really liking the way that this packaging worked. All right, so here's something that's very important to know. Well, for one, here are the pods that you put the little soil packs in. They come with this little tab here that you can use to write whatever it is that you planted. You can use a unpermanent washable marker and write what you want right there, or you can take a sticker and put the sticker on there and then write on the sticker. But here's something that's very important to know. On these domes here, or in these baskets, you will notice that they are completely sealed. They are solid, which means whatever you plant in here, as it grows, the roots have nowhere to go but round and around and around, which means they're guaranteed to be root bound, which does a couple of things. One of the things that it does, it prevents the plant from growing too large, which if you have this on your countertop and you don't want plants sprawling all over the place, that can be beneficial. And then also, it's also going to limit the amount of fruits or leafy greens or herbs that it can actually produce. So just know that that is a limitation with these pods. However, they also sell pro versions of these pods that have openings in them for the roots to get down into the reservoir, sprawl out more, and then produce more. So if you don't want to stunt the potential of your plants, then you have to get the pro versions of these pods. And there's also a pro model to this particular 9-pod garden as well. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about getting this. Okay, so everything just kind of clicks into place, and that's where Click and Grow comes in. Okay, so this is lamp arm A, and then this is lamp arm B. And the way that this goes is you can see on this side of the machine, there is a recess, and that recess is for the power cable. So you're going to take the lamp arm B that also has that same recess, and you're going to put that on the side where the recess is on the main unit. And it's got a sticker here that I got to peel off. So I'm going to peel off that sticker, put it at the edge of my table. And there's another sticker right here. I'm going to peel this off as well. So now we're just going to take this, make sure that it's facing the outside, and insert it. Perfect. And now we're just going to do the same thing for the left side. Peel off the sticker and insert the lamp arm. All right, we got those stickers off, and now we're just going to put this down. And the unit is not lopsided. It's just, this is where the crease of my table is, so it makes everything kind of wobble. So this is the light bar. It has 9 lights going across, and it also has a sticker that needs to be removed. And the side that has the power cable, I'm going to put it right over here because this is where the recess is. And then on this side, there is no recess, so we can just kind of put that down just like that. Boom. Then I'll just take the little twist tie off. And then you can plug this in, and then you can take also this wire, and then you can tuck it in to the recess, so that you won't have like this long wire just kind of, hanging all over the place. You can tuck this into the side of the light. There's also a groove right here that you can also tuck in, and then you can plug this into your wall. Now, I'm not going to plug it in at this very moment because this has an automatic light cycle of 16 hours on and 8 hours off that automatically gets turned on the moment that you plug it in. So if you get this unit, make sure that you plug it in at a time where you don't mind the light coming on. So ideally, you might want to do it early in the morning because you can't manually set, at least not in this unit, what time you want the lights to come on or what time you want them to go off. So it's best to just wait until the morning, plug it in the morning, and then as the evening rolls around and nighttime goes around, the lights will just shut themselves off, and then they won't bother you when you're trying to sleep or just when you don't want bright lights to be on in the middle of the night. They do have an app that you can download, and then you'll be able to set up your garden there. You'll be able to pick what kind of plants or fruits or vegetables or whatever you have. You'll be able to insert those into the app, and then they'll give you different tips and tricks as your grow goes on to help you out down the line. And that can be particularly helpful if you don't want to actually write down what you have here. If you can just check the app, you'll see the exact order of which the plants are that you've planted once you input that information. So let me open up one of these dwarf peas because this is one of the things that I am going to be planting. And this is what the pod looks like. Very, very similar to something that you would see in like an aero garden or another type of hydroponic growing system, except this one is a lot bigger. It's a lot fatter, and it's pre-seeded, and it also has the nutrients already incorporated into this little soil pack here. So what I would simply do is take this off, and then I can remove this dome here. And these are all reusable. Once you're done, you don't throw them away. You can just clean them and then use them again. And then you take the little pod here, stick it right down in there. All right. And then you can just pop this back on and click it into place. Click and grow, right? And then you just put it right back down into the garden, push it down. It's also going to click. And then you can take one of these domes, which are, pretty nice and thick. And then you put one of these domes right there on top, and it doesn't just sit on top and can be knocked over really easily. It's down in a recess, so it's not going to just fly off. It's down in there, and that's good. You do that for all the pods, and then you can insert your water into the reservoir, which is right here where my finger is pointing, and this float is going to move up as you add the water, and that's going to let you know when you've reached the maximum water limit is when this float is right up at the top. And that's all you have to do. That's how easy it is to set up a click and grow. So what I'm going to do now is just fill up the rest of these pods. I'm going to be using the strawberries and the peas, and I think I'm going to use a couple of tomatoes as well. And yeah, I will continue to share my progress about what happens as time goes on. I'll be sure to chronicle all the major growing events so you can know exactly what happens, when it happens, and how it happens. So thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I'll talk to you later.